Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Elon Musk and the Twitter acquisition. If you guys have not heard or didn't know about it when this was all kind of unfolding back in like late April, early May, Elon Musk was set to acquire Twitter in a landmark deal for $44 billion, and everybody was getting excited about this. Some people were getting really upset about it. There was a pretty mixed reaction to this entire thing, but of course, it was set to be a pretty massive acquisition. Obviously, Twitter is one of the largest social media platforms in the world, so anyone buying a platform like Twitter is automatically going to be pretty big news. But of course, when it's somebody as controversial and as big as Elon Musk, that puts it in a whole different realm, in a whole different category. And well, yeah, there was a mixed reaction to the entire thing. Like I said, a lot of people were really excited about this. On one hand, you had people who thought that Elon Musk could be a savior for Twitter. They thought that he was going to come in, he was going to make all these changes to the platform, they were going to be so much better than the changes that the current administration at Twitter has made. Obviously, a lot of these people were probably already fans of Elon Musk in the first place, and they just kind of figured that he was going to be the savior of the platform. Honestly, I think Twitter does need a lot of changes made to it, but I don't know if Mr. Musk was going to be the guy. But on the other hand, you have a lot of people, mostly people who already don't like Elon Musk for whatever personal reason that it might be, you know, that thought that this was just basically a big attention move, that he was doing this for the sake of getting his name out there in the headlines. Or they thought that a potential Elon Musk acquisition of Twitter would go completely horribly. He would cut away for all the filters basically and allow people to say whatever they wanted on the platform, and it would lead to people being hateful and just disgusting. So there's been a pretty big public reaction to this news, and if you haven't heard about it, I'm honestly pretty surprised. But as of right now, Elon Musk is actively attempting to cancel the Twitter deal. Now, this information is coming from a letter that was penned by Elon Musk and his, I would say, attorneys, I guess is the best way to put this. It's really headed from an attorney group in Palo Alto, California. It is dated for yesterday, and it directly addresses Twitter in the letter. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Dear Mrs. Gad, we refer to the agreement and plan of merger by and among X Holdings I Inc., X Holdings 2 Inc., I'm sorry, these are Roman numerals, and Twitter Inc., dated as of April 25th, 2022, the merger agreement, and our letter to you dated as of June 6th, 2022, the June 6th letter. As further described below, Mr. Musk is terminating the merger agreement because Twitter is in material breach of multiple provisions of that agreement, appears to have made false and misleading representations upon which Mr. Musk relied when entering into the merger agreement, and is likely to suffer a company material adverse effect as that term is defined in the merger agreement. While Section 6.4 of the merger agreement requires Twitter to provide Mr. Musk and his advisors all data and information that Mr. Musk requests for any reasonable business purpose related to the consummation of the transaction, Twitter has not complied with its contractual obligations. For nearly 2 months, Mr. Musk has sought the data and information necessary to, quote, make an independent assessment of the prevalence of fake or spam accounts on Twitter. Our letter dated to you May 25th, 2022, the May 25th letter. This information is fundamental to Twitter's business and financial performance and is necessary to consummate the transactions contemplated by the merger agreement because it is needed to ensure Twitter's satisfaction of the conditions to closing, to facilitate Mr. Musk's financing and financial planning for the transaction, and to engage in transition planning for the business. Twitter has failed to refuse to provide this information. Sometimes Twitter has ignored Mr. Musk's requests. Sometimes it has rejected them for reasons that appear to be unjustified, and sometimes it has claimed to comply while giving Mr. Musk incomplete or unusable information. So I'm going to go ahead and break this down into layman's terms for you guys. If you didn't know, the writing on the wall for this deal to be canceled has been there for a couple weeks now. Mr. Musk, as he's addressed in this letter, and how I guess we'll address him for the rest of the video, has publicly shared his concerns based on the amount of bots and spam accounts on Twitter. If you didn't know, like many other social media platforms, Twitter has a pretty big problem with bot accounts on the platform. In fact, you may even be able to make the argument that the vast majority of users online, in some instances, across the entire internet, are basically bot accounts or computers or something running these accounts. At least that's what I've heard from other things that I've read. So Twitter is like other social medias. They have a problem with this, and it's pretty apparent. I mean, if you've used Twitter at all in the past 2 years, odds are you've probably ran into a bot account just about every single time that you've used the platform. For instance, like let's say today I tweet out, oh, my Facebook account got hacked again. In the next 20 minutes, your replies will be literally bombarded with dozens, possibly, of messages from bot accounts that spam your replies, trying to get you to DM an account on Instagram to pay it to basically give you your account back or try to get your account back. It's probably a scam in the first place, but that is the most common run-in that I've had with bots. You know, people will mention, oh, I need art or something done. You'll have the same bot problem. If you basically mention any service being done on Twitter or any potential service being done, you'll be basically blown up by these bots in the replies. And it's so annoying. You know, I've seen a bunch of bots, even under my tweets, that basically will like just say a random phrase and they'll have like a picture of a fake Elon Musk tweet about like Bitcoin or something. And there's a lot of bots on Twitter, man. The only other platform that I know that is pretty much akin, at least in my personal experience, with the bot problem to Twitter is the YouTube comments section. And recently, YouTube announced that they were making some efforts to clear up this amount of spam by bots in the comments. Twitter, they have yet to do that. And so it's put the deal in jeopardy. Elon Musk doesn't want to buy a platform that basically has its user data bloated up by bot accounts that are basically useless and shouldn't even really be on the platform most of the time in the first place. And I mean, from a pretty objective standpoint, right, like, you kind of have to understand Elon Musk in this situation, right? Like, no one wants to buy something that is being propped up by an unnecessary force, really. I guess to make a little bit of an analogy, this is like going to the grocery store and let's say you really want a nice box of grapes, right? There's nothing better than some grapes, man. That's the best snack in the world. You go over to the produce, you pick up a box of grapes, and like, I don't know, 50 or 60% of all the grapes in that box are just rotted to their core. They're real soft and bruised. They're gross looking, right? That's basically what Elon Musk got with Twitter. He picked up that pack of grapes at the store where half of them are just rotted and disgusting and there's no point in even purchasing them. And you might be like, oh, well, Optimus, what's the problem with buying Twitter even in this instance, right? Because you still get the hundreds of millions of active accounts. You still get all of the, you know, social media clout of owning something like Twitter. What exactly is the big deal, Optimus? Well, the big deal is he's basically paying almost $50 billion with a B dollars for a platform that can't even really prove how many active users it has without bots, you know what I mean? Or is actively choosing to not figure this out. Now, at the same time, this could also just be a convenient excuse that Elon Musk is using to basically get out of this deal. Was it all for attention? Was it all for clout? I guess we'll never know, but personally, I'm going to assume that there's going to be some lawsuits involved in this. I would assume Twitter is probably going to sue Elon Musk. Or at least try to, because, you know, $44 billion is a lot of money to be giving to the shareholders and to the executives of this company. I really doubt that these people are just going to let that amount of money walk away without any sort of legal fight or trouble to Elon Musk. But as of right now, it appears that Elon Musk will not be purchasing the platform like everybody had started to anticipate in the last couple of months. I mean, it could be disappointing. I'm not really sure. I'll probably use Twitter either way just because of how much I use it for my job. But at the end of the day, that's the news, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below, get yourself a nice piece of merch. And I want to say thank you to all of my channel members who continue to support my content with memberships here on the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about Elon Musk backing out of the Twitter deal and signing out.